Hello, lovely people. You are welcome back to Bamupdates. As you all know, this is the platform where we talk about the GH artists and entertainers in the diaspora. Ghana decent artists are all over the world. And on this platform, we discuss their progress and their projects. This is Bamupdates, and my name is Mr. Breezy.
And this is Ken Koga. Today, we are very privileged to have with us Mr. Bernard Johnson, who is from Houston, Texas, and is the CEO of the Bridge Import. Mr. Johnson, nice having you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Lovely people, thank you very much for subscribing to our channel, and thank you very much for following us on Instagram and Facebook. You guys are doing amazing. Sure, we have our podcast on Spotify. You can check our podcast at Breezy Outdoor Podcast. We are doing amazing work here, and we want you guys to keep supporting us by subscribing. It wouldn't take you anything. Just subscribe, like, share, and comment under. Tell us more about some Ghanaian descent that you know in the diaspora who are doing amazing work of music and arts. We are here with our beautiful gentleman, our main boss. His name is Mr. Bernard. We would like him to tell us a little bit more about himself.
Well, yes, I agree. This is an amazing opportunity. And Breezy Ken, thank you for having me here. And as I've expressed before, I didn't choose this. The energy of restoration, the energy of truth is coming out. My name is Bernard Johnson. I'm the president and founder of the Bridge Imports USA. And what we do, we conduct bilateral trade between this great country, Ghana, and the U.S. And our ancestors, fate, God, gave me the commission to be that bridge that allows this energy of truth and restoration and great entertainment and great social economic opportunity. So my charge is to be a viable conduit between the two.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bernard. That was a very beautiful introduction of yourself. And I know that those in the US who know you are very excited that we have you here in Ghana and on our show on Bamupdates. You have been in Ghana a couple of times, and you know what is going on in Ghana. So far, how do you feel when you come home to Ghana? How is the feeling like? How do you connect with our people, with our ancestors, and with every activity and culture, the traditions that we partake in?
Thank you, Breezy. I'm glad you asked me that question. Actually, let me back up real quickly. When I first came here in 2014, as soon as we got off the plane and we were taking pictures in the airport, as we were taking pictures in the airport, my soul literally said, "You're home." And people say, "Oh yeah, you got that feeling." No, it was more than a feeling. It was a setup. It was a setup by ancestors. It was a setup by fate. It was set up by God, because they knew who I was. And if I can give you that story about how I got here, you kind of understand. But everything just fell into place. So I knew what I was supposed to do. And as we toured throughout the country, I was just smiling the whole time. I said, "Oh my goodness." So to answer your question, once again, I'm a part of the energy here in Ghana and of the continent. I'm a bridge to bridge the energy, the truth, and the opportunities such as this, to bring that truth back to the United States, in which, as a testimony, it so desperately needs. So it's my privilege and it's my honor to be here and to be that viable conduit. And to answer your question, how do I feel about being here? It's an honor. It's home. And initially, when I came home, my home initially was there in Bamupdates too, and there were some people who kept the house there. And every time I would go there, we all would chime together, "This is home," and home is where the heart is.
That is so amazing. Like for a while now, we've seen, past the COVID gave us an opportunity for us to focus much more on ourselves and come to the realization that we are all energies and trying to come to the truth. You see, we have been on a dark side for a really, really long time. And I think you come in and you having not just the feeling, but the awakening and then the prompts and everything that you've had so far, even when you come to the motherland. I think it's God and the ancestors and faith, as I said, that is really making things. So we'll go on straight to, we have some few questions we like to talk about, especially about the music industry in the United States. Now, I'd like to ask you, how do you see the Ghana music and entertainment industry currently? How do you see that?
It's not so much how do I see it, it's how much do I translate it. Because you guys you're doing the thing. I mean, the energy, the beat, the truth. I don't know what you guys have done in the last 10 years or something, but keep on doing it. Truthfully, I'm trying to figure it out too. I listen, and I'm being serious, I listen more to Ghanaian music than I listen to African American music, and I'm wondering what's happening. What's happening here? What I heard that a lot of the singers and the producers there in the United States, they're collaborating with United States producers, and I'm wondering why has the music changed so much? I mean, the music here is so powerful and so rich, on point, but to me, it seems like some of the music there, the mainstream music in the United States, is kind of going down. I was like, what is this planned or what? It really is. So whatever you all are doing, keep doing it. I can't really explain it. I'm enjoying it, and I'm translating it. My daughter, she had a car problems at one time. Adult daughter, I would take her back and forth to work, and she's like, "Dad, you listen to this every morning, Ghanaian music. You listen to it every morning." Now she's enjoying the Ghanaian music. So that energy, keep doing it, y'all. And then as I come back and forth, maybe I can identify it, or maybe I could just enjoy it as well.
Okay, that's very true. It's amazing how you have been able to experience Ghana music, even in the United States. We know Ghana, we are doing amazing work when it comes to music, because globally we are going, we have bigger artists. Kevin Boy is closer to you. Other artists like Kofi Kinata, Sarkodie. We have so many of them. I cannot mention King Promise, Kiddy, and the rest of them.
I like music, right?
Exactly. So we are actually doing good, even though we have a lot of competition going on and all that. But we are not looking at that recently. Ghanaians are more focused on bringing out rich music currently. But here on Bamupdates, usually we want to look at our people who are in the diaspora. We have a lot of Ghanaians in the diaspora who are doing amazing. When you listen to their songs, you'll be like, oh wow, these guys are doing good. And we feel like on Bamupdates, it is time for us to connect these people. And I'm happy your company is called Bridge, the Bridge Impact. So we are kind of building a bridge that will be able to help Ghanaians here to know that, look, we have more people to look up to them outside Ghana. So on Bamupdate, we try to connect with our people in the diaspora as well. We build fan base for them here. But we will go into that maybe in our next discussion. But there's one more thing I would like to ask. you look into foreign industries when it comes to music and entertainment. Do you think there are particular things that maybe Ghanaians or Ghana entertainment industry, music industry can learn or can implement to make our music and our culture even more richer to the people outside?
Breezy, that's a great question. I would say, number one, use the bridge imports. We're pretty prominent there in Houston, Texas. Our customer base knows that's what the mission of the bridge imports is not only bilateral trade, but even trade of talents. And more specifically, free yourselves. Cast off all inhibitions and do it. Believe in yourselves, and build upon the success of those who have gone before you. You are our brothers, you are our sisters. So come on and bring it. That talent, those ideas, those gifts that you have, they're for a reason. They're for a reason to help you, and they're for a reason to help the whole. So come on out. Build upon what's already there, and use the bridge imports as a conduit, one way or another. And believe in yourselves. That's what it's for. The energy is there. I know you already know it. So if no one has given you the opportunity, the freedom, or the permission, if I could say that, you have it now. Bring it.
So great, Mr. Johnson. For a while now, I've been having some kind of research, about, the economic growth of the country, Ghana. And I've come across that there are so many incomplete market space in this country in terms of, looking up to music, arts, tourism, and culture. I feel that definitely there are so much policies that we need to put in place to protect the intellectual properties of these artists, to help the copyright laws, really shaping and polishing these policies, GAMRO and other bodies in the music industry, putting things in place to really help these artists and that of the people. Now we can a whole lot of countries are making huge returns or revenues out of music. So I'm looking at it from this way. Currently, people would start investing much more in videos, in videography, in documentary, behind the scenes, like the makeups, all these arts, and, the artwork behind the music production. So when people do that and invest much more into it, and there's a large stream of consumers to consume these songs, to subscribe, to, get involved, that is when the economy boosts up. And then the government could also gather some revenue to help fix a whole lot of problems and sectors we have in the country. So I'm looking at it from two angles. That yes, we need the skilled personnel in the music industry or domestic investments in the music industry. It will help us have a whole lot of skilled, editors, skilled, camera guys, and then the production of music itself, so that we can compete in the market, because we are not only selling, or we are not only looking up to the 31 million Ghanaian population, but are looking at over 8 or 7 billion people. Now, when we limit our market to just a 31 million, we are not going to have enough. United States currently has a population of about 390 something million. China has a population of about 1.4 billion people. Ghana has a population of about 31 million. So you see that the competition to get involved, we have to go global. That is when we can really dominate in the African rhythm with a spirituality, because we say music is the food for the soul. So then, much investment when put into music could help us generate revenue, to bring things up, to work things together, to could help us to become a better people and better nation. And that I feel we can do that. Yeah.
Yes, I really agree with what you said and what Mr. Bernard said. It's very, very true. We need investment. We need to invest. You know, those of us who are into technology, we see what is going on. Right now, if we upload videos of HD videos and someone uploads something like 4K, people will be edged. They have the edge to watch the 4K videos more than the HD. At the same time, there are some people who can upload 8K videos, and people have their eyes can be appealed to the 8K more than the 4K. So it's a progression, right? Now, if we are doing music and we want to match the market, the international market, then we also need to make sure that we invest into these things. Quality, because our lives, we keep on progressing every day. So people want to watch something, even on TikTok, when you're on TikTok or you're on Instagram, and you're watching some of these videos on Reel or something like that. So you see some kind of videos, they don't really give you any message, but you want to watch it. Why? Because of the quality. It looks clean, fresh, clean, and it gives you that kind of appetite to keep it watching it. So if people can invest into these artists that we have, because here on Bamupdates, we watch videos of our people in the diaspora, our Ghana descent in diaspora, and the kind of quality videos that they produce. And we are always like, wow. So if we can get this kind of quality videos here in Ghana, if our artists can provide or produce this kind of videos, we will be able to match the international standard. Because even in Nigeria is producing a very good video these days when it comes to music. All right. So we have to work hard. We are just 31 million people or population. Nigeria, they are over 200. You understand? So it means that if we are going to compete with them, it's not just about lyrics alone. We need to put in more ingredients, more skill, personnel, for us to come out with heavy, because we have the culture. Yes, of course, every country has its own culture, but we have a very rich culture in Ghana. So we need to be able to, we have the institutions where we can set up standard. Last time, Ken made a statement that there must be a standard of video and a standard of music that people should produce here in Ghana. And if we're able to match that standard, the quality, the sound, and the video quality, we will go far.
That comes into the policies and the structure, the regulatory body.
Exactly. So the regulatory bodies is part of this process. And I believe that there will be a time where all these things will be looked again and again. And once we're able to do this review, we will come out with stronger video for our industry. Our people in diaspora are doing great, and we are privileged to talk about them and review to our people here in Ghana the good works that our Ghana descent artists and entertainers are putting out there, and what we can also learn from. Yes. So we will go straight away. There's something more we would like to know about you, Mr. Bernard. We would like to definitely let our viewers know more about the bridge imports. First of all, what is TBI?